Okay, I am back again, and that's because the Peaks Challenge 2020 edition training programs are ready to go. They start on the 18th of November. What I've done this year in conjunction with Bicycle Network is made the same PDF programs that you can get off the Bicycle Network website. There's 3 different versions. There's the low volume, intermediate volume, and the high volume versions of the program. And as they suggest, they just targeted it at different people who have different amounts of training availability. So you can browse through them and choose the one that you think you're going to be able to do. You can always switch between one and the other if you think you can handle a bit more volume within the next block or so. What I've also done is make them into Training Peaks programs, and what I'll do is run you through now the Training Peaks version, so you can potentially choose that one as an option to buy and then upload all your data into if you like. So to find the Training Peaks versions, you just go to the Training Peaks website. If you search under cycling and type in 2020 Peaks Challenge, they should come up. You've just got to choose the intermediate, low or high volume version. And what you get within these programs is what I'll show you here. So this is where I've built them. This is the intermediate volume program. And the big thing, or the big difference between this year and last year, is that I've tried to integrate as many smart ergo sessions for all you Zwift lovers or trainer road people, so you can do them as ergo sessions midweek, but still hopefully get out on the weekends and do your longer rides outside, preferably on a hill. But what I've done this year, you can see there are lots and lots of smart ergo sessions. The one thing I will say is for things like this one, so muscular endurance 60 minutes, it's a 4.5 hour session. If I open it up, there it is. There's an hour and a half of just aerobic, either end essentially of the main set. If you are doing that sort of thing on an ergo, I wouldn't suggest doing it for 4.5 hours all indoors. I'd just reduce it down and get the main set done as opposed to spending all day static, not going anywhere. But if you are outside, then yes, try and get that 4.5 hours in. So remember, within Training Peaks, you'll need to make sure you set up your FTP power and your FTP heart rate if that's what you're using. Most people doing smart trainer sessions are definitely going to be using power because that's what a smart trainer is great for. If not, and I'll go back to the PDF version within the Bicycle Network website. If you guys can see this, all of your training zones are outlined, whether you're using power, whether you're using heart rate, or whether you're using just perceived exertion. I'm hoping there's enough direction within each session that you know how hard you need to be going for each effort. There's a test, a 20-minute test on day 1 of the program, so you can dial in what your current threshold is, and then make sure you set that in all your devices, whether it's Zwift, Trainer Road, or on your Garmin or Wahoo head unit, so that all of the percentages match up when you're trying to follow those sessions. So this year, it's a 16-week training program again. It's broken down into essentially 3 weeks on, so 3 weeks build, and then a 1-week recovery. And then I think we've got 4 blocks of that all the way through. What I've done this year is really try to describe the sessions within the description for each session. I've put the main set in bold so you can see what you've got to do. Now, I guess the main thing to think about is this program does have the availability to switch it around. If you've got more time set on one day, or you've got more time available on one day and you've got a short session set, you could switch it around and do that, a bigger session on the day you've got more time available. But just be smart when it comes to not doing lots of hard days back to back or lots of really long days back to back. So be smart about it. We'll have some Facebook Live sessions going every couple of weeks. There's always comments on the YouTube videos. If you've got a question about something, just hit me up and we can try and talk you through it. So programs are up, whether it's on the Bicycle Network website as a PDF, whether it's on Training Peaks, take your pick and get on it, because they start on Monday the 18th of November. The other things to cover in this video are the training rides. So New South Wales have already locked in a couple of training rides. They're up on the Bicycle Network website. Victoria, we have a meeting this week in at Bicycle Network headquarters to try and lock in all of our training ride dates. What we're going to try and do this year is match up what's in my training program with the session that you'll be doing on those training rides. So if we've got 2 by 20 minutes or 3 by 20 minutes on whatever Saturday or Sunday it is that the rides are on, we're going to try and make those rides incorporate those training sessions into them. So stay tuned for those. They'll be up very soon. I'm sure there'll be some social media posts about them as well. Now remember, if you're about to start the program, it's probably time to commit and sign up and put your good money down for Peaks Challenge 2020. Early bird entries close on the 8th of December, so you haven't got too long. It's time to sign up, and then that'll help you commit to getting all this training done. There's nothing better than paying for an event, signing up, having your accom booked to help you get out of bed in the morning and swing your leg over the bike and get these training sessions done. I think that's about everything I wanted to cover. If I've missed anything, shoot me a message or a comment on this video. What I'll do in the coming weeks is get these Facebook Live videos going so you can ask more questions there. I'll try to dream up some good things again regarding nutrition tips and maybe bike setup, some specific ones about how to get these training sessions done the way I intended. But otherwise, for now, I hope you're ready to go as of the 18th. I hope you've done a bit of riding beforehand so that you're not starting this from zero. But in Australia, the sun's not too bad at the moment, weather's pretty good, and I hope that you can get this program going and it's all good. All right, folks, I will chat to you soon. Bye.